our environment. When we look around us, we find many things in our surroundings. All these form our environment. These include trees, animals, insects, and a variety of colorful birds of different sizes. For example, a parrot is green in color, while a crow is black. A sparrow is tiny, whereas an eagle is big. Our environment has forests and barren land. It has rocks, roads, fields, and houses too. Our environment also includes mountains, valleys, hills, rivers, canal, and ponds. There are different types of trees, bushes and vines or climbers which adds to its beauty. We too are a part of this environment. Let's compare two things which we find in our environment: a stone and a sparrow. A stone does not move from its place until someone changes its place. It never eats anything and hence cannot grow. It can also never give birth to babies. But this is not the case with the sparrow. It can move from place to place. It feeds on insects and food grains. A sparrow builds its own nest and lays eggs in it. Little sparrows hatch from these eggs. The sparrow feeds the young ones, takes care of them, and helps them to grow. If the sparrow senses any danger, it immediately flies off, but a stone remains at the same place. Why do we see this difference between a stone and a sparrow? It's because a sparrow is a living thing and a stone is a non-living thing. The things that we see in our environment are divided into two groups: living and non-living. Living things are further divided into two groups: animals and plants. Let's learn about the similarities between animals and plants. Animals give birth to babies. In the same way, seeds present in fruits and vegetables give rise to seedlings. Both animals and plants need food to grow. Kittens grow and become cats. Likewise, human baby grows into a child and then into an adult. This happens exactly in the case of plants too. Seedlings grow into plants. Like similarities, there are differences too in plants and animals. Human beings and animals can move from one place to another. For example, a fish swims, a frog jumps, butterflies flutter, children play and run around. However, plants cannot move from one place to another since their roots go deep into the soil, making them immovable. But plants do make some movements in their place. Like their leaves and flowers show movements. When a bud blooms into a flower, its petals open. But all the movements shown by the plants are not readily noticeable. Now, let us talk about the trains we travel in. A train's engine moves from place to place. So, is it a living or a non-living thing? Correct. A train's engine is a non-living thing because even though it moves from one place to another, it cannot grow like a living thing. Here is an example of a chair. Just because it is made from the wood of a tree, can it be called a living thing? No. A chair doesn't need food, as it never grows. One has to move it from one place to another. So, it is a non-living thing. Water, air, and food are an essential part of our environment. All living beings need them. Apart from this, they also need other things which they get from the environment. For example, birds require cotton, twigs, threads, etc. to build their nests. Man needs clay, stones, and wood to build houses. He also uses stones to build walls, handmills, and mortar. He needs cotton, wool, and silk from the environment to make clothes to protect his body. We make mats, baskets, papers using the materials obtained from the environment. Leather footwear is made from the skin of animals. Man includes fruits like banana, crops like maize, and vitamin-rich foods like gooseberry in his diet, which he obtains from the environment. In this way, our environment helps us to satisfy our needs for food, shelter, and clothing. Like man and animals, plants also get help from the environment. Seeds or pollen grains of some plants are carried away by wind from one place to another. This helps the plant to grow at different places. Animals like sheep eat leaves and small plants. When the sheep moves to different places, the seeds trapped in their fleece or wool fall on the ground. These seeds germinate and develop into new plants. In this way, the sheep and the plants help each other. Let's see how the living things have an effect on the environment. A lizard eats insects. Reptiles like snakes eat mice and lizards. A cat also feeds on mice. This prevents the loss and damage to crops caused by mice in the fields. Vultures and foxes eat flesh of dead animals and help to keep our environment clean. The remains of these dead animals mix with the soil. Even fallen leaves of trees decompose and mix with the soil. This increases the fertility of the soil. Fertile soil helps the plants to grow healthy. In this way, living things can bring about a change in non-living things. What have we learned? There are many things in our surroundings. Some are living things, while some are non-living things. Living things require food for their growth. Living things show movement on their own. Living things produce young ones like themselves. Living things are divided into two groups: animals and plants. All the needs of the living things are provided by the environment. Living things bring about a change in non-living things. All the components of the environment depend upon each other for their survival.